Hi friends, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, opening an Angel of Serenity in an 8-4 Return to Ravnica draft, so clear pick. Unfortunately, we're passing one of the best pieces of removal in the set, so someone else is going to definitely be motivated to move into white, but you do not complain when you open Angel of Serenity. Card is bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. Constructed, limited, wherever. Okay, pick number 2. Strongest cards in the pack. Well, I mean, you open Angel of Serenity, I think this card's worthy of forcing white. So, what are the most interesting cards in this pack? I like Arrestor a lot. I like Skywatch is just fine. Predator is cool. Goblin Rally, Wild Beastmaster. I feel comfortable going Arrestor here over like the Impact. I feel like Impact is the best card remaining in this pack. I could go Beastmaster and like just go super rare. Might be more interesting. Beastmaster is certainly more powerful than Arrestor, but Arrestor is always going to be good when you're playing white. I'm trying to think of all the token production. Maybe I go Beastmaster just for interest's sake. I'm feeling a little bit cocky. Let's double up rare here. Beastmaster can be really good if I pick up enough good green spells. That card's insane. Okay, here we've got Knightly Valor, Centaur's Herald, Decoy, all of which are good. I think I'd probably go Decoy over the Herald and the Valor. Both of these, the problem with picking Decoy over those is that Herald and Valor are token producers. So the fact that I've picked cards for Selesnya would make me want to be getting cards that produce tokens, since I'm likely to get populate. But Decoy, I like the idea of Decoy with Beastmaster. That's kind of sweet. If you have a bunch of creatures out, it's like kind of protects your Beastmaster. Yeah, I think I gotta go Decoy here. It's early enough where I just want to kind of pick up all the value I can. Wow. Well, here we're going to be, I think, slam dunking a little Common Bond. I like this card a lot. Happens to be insane with Beastmaster. Yeah, just keeps us on the strategy that we're doing. Certainly the strongest card remaining in that pack. Okay, so now it's Eyes in the Skies versus Indrik versus Valor, Guildgate. I think we go Eyes in the Skies here. I like the surprise blockers. I like Populate, even though we don't have the tokens. Eyes in the Skies is good with Beastmaster. Yeah, I'm on board with that. I think that's cool. Okay. Did we finally hit a less interesting pick? I think we did. So I can go Crocodile, just sort of get a 3-drop creature. That's not super interesting. I may just want to take the Predation for sideboard. I feel like if I pick Croc now, there's a good chance that I don't end up playing it, whereas if I pick Aerial Predation, I'm more likely to sideboard into this and actually play it or find value out of it in my matches. Plus, it happens to destroy my Serenity, which I don't want to happen. I don't think the Guildgate is that intriguing here, since I'm neither black nor red. Yeah, we'll take Predation. I'll move it to side. I don't really typically like main decking that. Okay, here it's Arrestor, Apparition, Armor, Druid's Deliverance. I think we'll just go Arrestor here. That's perfectly fine. This card's good. I like Detain quite a bit. Okay, we actually have an interesting pick here. It's Militant versus Indrik versus Guildgate. I think we'll go Militant, actually. I mean, I could do more of like a dirtily control thing for the Serenity, but this might just be where I top out, Or I feel pretty aggressive right now. My creatures are very good and aggressive. Militant is a very good sign of seeing it this late. I like it. So we might not be the Populate Selesnya deck. The Selesnya Beatdown is something that I'm good with. I like Militant a lot with the Saber. I kind of want to get my hands on a Rubbleback Rhino, but I do like the idea of Saber. What are some other... Vassal Soul is good with Saber. Militant, obviously good with Saber. I'm trying to think of more multicolored creatures. Centaur Healer stuff. I'm going to go with the Saber here. It might be wrong for the Rhino, but, well, it turned out to be right, because we get another Rhino. I'm going to take the Rhino over the Armory Guard for sure. So, that's a late Skyline Predator, but we're going to take the Rhino. Well, what do you know? Another awesome Civic Saber creature, so we'll definitely go Judge's Familiar here. Alright, I think we got our plan. Swift Justice, yeah, it's all coming together. So we're like an aggressive Selesnya deck. Perfect. Aggressive Selesnya that ends with Angel of Serenity. Icing on the cake. Card just wrecks. We're going to let our opponents... screw it, I'll take Chronic Flooding, I don't care. I'm not going to play it, but I like getting hundreds of uncommons when I draft all the time. So far this deck looks very strong. I very much like the way it looks. The 2 1-drops that worked really well with the Saber. We've got Detainer, we've got Aggressive, we have good rares. Decoy feels like a good solid pickup. Okay. Well, we actually have a choice here. I can go Selesnya Azorius, and maybe the Charm is the right pick. This can be devastating, setting them back, but I think we're probably just going to do the Justice Shear, only because we have a lot of early stuff we can do. We don't have to devote to blue, and the fact that this detains 2 guys is like hugely relevant. Selesnya Guildgate would be fine too, but obviously worse than the Justice Shear or the Charm. Yeah, we'll go with the Justice Shear here for sure. It's a solid first pick. I like it. Ooh. Now the question, do I get greedy? I mean, we're kind of in need of some... I might need to just make this Righteous Authority work. This card's insane. You draw an extra card each turn, plus I have the Rhino already. I think it's worth taking it over the Drudge Beetle, in my opinion. I mean, if you're going to be a bomb-heavy deck, you got to be a mega bomb-heavy deck. Plus, think about Righteous Authority on Beastmaster. That's not even fair. Alright. Yeah, Authority is so much better than Beetle. So I do have to value some fixing fairly high, but that's no problem. Here's a pretty easy Centaur's Herald pick. Turns into a 3/3 tokener. I can copy or populate with Eyes in the Skies, whatever. I like it. Actually, there's just not a lot else for us here. Wow, lot less troll. I might have to check price on that real quick. Well, a lot less troll is at 3 tickets, so I think it's actually the pick here. I like me some value. Decoy would probably be the easy pick otherwise, or Judgment. There's actually, and Herald, there's a ton of good picks in here for us, but the way our deck's going, we already have a ton of good stuff. I like picking up 3 tickets, so I'm going to pick up 3 tickets. Brush Strider looks great. We've got this aggressive thing going. This card is awesome. Guildgate's fine, but we gotta go Brush Strider here. I love that card. Oh, wow. Jeez. Look at this pack. Alright, well, we've got Indrik. Now, let's just talk about the ones we're gonna pick. It's really like Brush Strider or Slime Molding here. I don't even think I've ever had Brush Strider in multiples. I like that a lot. A lot. I still have a chance to get like Ethereal Armor in pack, even this pack or pack 3. Ethereal Armor on this guy is just a beating. Slime Molding does give me a big old token though, but I think we're not going to be a deck that really wants to play a big ooze. We're not heavy populated. I'd rather have the pressure, honestly. I want the 2-drop 3 power. We're going to play like super aggressive Selesnya. So Drudge Beetle versus Judge's Familiar. I obviously like the Familiar more with the Saber. Drudge Beetle feels like it's a little more useful, but Judge's Familiar is most of the time just what, a 1 mana. But I feel like being able to counter 6 mana instants and stuff, those are pretty popular in this format. It's evasive, works well with the Saber. Drudge Beetle's cool, but for some reason I'm feeling the familiar, but I think the Beetle's actually right, though. I think the Beetle is right. There's more value to be had from that card. This is insane. Getting a late Knightly Valor. This deck is really coming together well. Yeah, I'll take a Sundering Growth for sideboard. No problems there. Could get another Course of Might, otherwise Risen Sanctuary. Doesn't look super likely that I would play Risen Sanctuary. This doesn't really look like that kind of deck. I think a second Course of Might is fine. Yeah, I don't really care about any of this. Guess I'll take the Salvage. That I could see a deck running that with some success. Alright, I'm kind of tempted to take the Dramatic Rescue here for the Righteous Authority, but I think we gotta go Herald, just for consistency's sake. Rootborn Defenses. How many token producers do I have? I don't think I quite have enough to I'll take it, actually. I'm going to take the Rootborn Defenses. Kind of weird, but because we've got the double Brush Trader, I'm kind of feeling like that might be important. The Populate's a little less relevant, because I've got like Beastmaster and stuff too, and Decoy. I feel like actually making my guys indestructible is insane. Like, this is so strange to me that Rescues go third to last. I mean, I just talked about, I did a podcast today with Josh Frankel, and it's like, I talked about how late Dramatic Rescue goes. It really doesn't make sense to me because the card is insane against the Selesnya token strategy. It's basically just a kill spell. Jeez. This draft pool might be my most insane yet. I think I might have to go out on a limb and say this is the most insane, at least Return to Ravnica draft I've ever drafted. Draft deck I've ever drafted. This deck is insane. Frostani it is. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Dramatic Rescue. The reason that it's so insane is because it stops like the scavenge effects, it stops the tokens. It's really good. Undervalued. Alright, so I like Apparition a lot. I like Fall of the Gavel, but I'm not even sure we're going to be able to make this Righteous Authority work. If I don't get any guild gates or any sort of fixing, probably isn't even worth doing it. I've just got enough bombs already where it's like unnecessary. Yeah, I think we'll go Apparition here. I like this little bear quite a bit. Wow. Well, Sky Knight's very good. How many enchantments do I have for this? Just the Knightly Valor and the Righteous Authority. Kind of tempted to take Cellar here. Works a little bit better with the Beastmaster. Works good with the Populate. I could potentially still be getting Security Blockade's good with Populate, but it's also good with Ethereal Armor. Leave Sky Knight is insane, but I don't think I'm doing blue at this point. So it's really like Cellar versus Ethereal Armor. And Ethereal Armor is not looking like insane in this deck. It's looking very good on the Brush Striders. That can very easily take a game over. I don't have a ton of Populate effects either, do I? Just this. And the Rootborn Defenses. That's decent. I do like Cellar. I think I'm going to go with the Ethereal Armor, though, just for the Brush Strider. Excuse me. Just for the Brush Striders. And potentially if I get some more enchantments, like Security Blockade. Yeah, I think I'll go Security Blockade here over the Keening Apparition. It fits the curve a little bit better. It works better with the Ethereal Armor. I could potentially get another Ethereal Armor. Might want the Axebane Guardian here. That would make the Righteous Authority, but I don't like Axebane Guardian when I'm this aggressive. I'd rather just be aggressive. Could also Soul Tithe. I feel like Security... well, the Vassal Soul, too. It's quite good with the Saber, but in a vacuum, this card is just really not that good overall. I'd rather have the Blockade for the Populating and the Ethereal Armor, so I'm going to do that. It's just got better overall synergy in the deck. Sphere of Safety is probably fine with Ethereal Armor. How likely is it that I'm going to play Sphere of Safety? It's not really likely at all. but maybe. I don't really see myself playing Crocodile. I already have to cut some cards, and right now it's looking like the blue-white's going. Yeah, I think we're just going to go... I don't really like Pegasus in general. I think we'll just go Sphere over the Croc. I don't know where I would really find an opportunity to play the Sphere, but... Geez. Perfect curve. Could take Trust... Nah, I can't take Judgment over Healer. Healer's just too good. Especially in this curve. Jeez. Guildgate, but no. No, at this point we're not playing blue. We're just straight nutso Selesnya. What the hell is going on? My god. This deck is insane. I've never gotten so many solid playables. This doesn't really do anything, does it? No. Electrickery could actually be good against us. We've got some X1s. I'll take that. Don't have any artifacts. I don't care about this. I guess. Paralyzing Grasp I don't really care about because of these. Don't really care about any of these cards, do I? I guess I'll take the Grasp. It's certainly the most playable out of those. Is like no one white or green. I've never even had 3 Keening Apparitions before. I'm not going to be playing 3 Keening Apparitions, mind you, but it's still cool. This deck is just insane. At this point, I'm not even sure I'm going to do anything relating to Saber. I think I might cut the Familiar and just keep it sort of militant. I see. Alright, like, I'll admit, there's just not much removal in this deck at all. Definitely admit to that, but the fact that I've got this very consistent curve means I'll be able to just trick people out with like Common Bonds, Swift Justice, Ethereal Armor. That's not a trick, but we've got the Double Coercive Might. We've got excellent tricks in here. We're not even going to play our awesome blue-white cards. Search Warrant's not awesome, but Righteous Authority and Dramatic Rescuer are. So I'm probably... Alright, so, I mean, at the very least, I'm building a nuts deck. That is absolutely the case. It's just a matter of what is the cream of the crop of this deck. So, let's bring in everything I'm for sure playing. We've got healers, common bonds. Let's just see the creme de la creme of the deck here. Alright. Rubbleback probably is. Decoy definitely is. Course of Might, Beastmaster, Beetle, Brush Riders. Bring in Armor, Justice, Apparition, this stuff. We'll bring all the apparitions in for now. Eyes in the Skies, Justice Shear, Valor, Angel. Alright, so we've got 27 with just this. Am I missing anything? No. Alright, let's look at our mana cost. For the Ethereal Armor, I've got Knightly Valor and Security Blockade. And that's actually it. So I'll probably cut this. I think we'll definitely cut one of the apparitions at the very least. Need to cut a couple more cards. This isn't all that useful, is it? No, I'm just kidding. Of course, I couldn't cut this insane card. What am I cutting? Maybe Blockade looks a little less impressive. What have we got for Populate? Is it just the Eyes in the Sky? Oh, now we have Trustani too. No, I can't actually cut any token cards because of Trustani. The built-in Populate is just too insane. What do I cut? I guess one chorus is all I'm really going to need. They can get clunky in multiples. I mean, it's actually just a good card, but in terms of the rest of the deck's power level, it's probably not necessary. Maybe I cut one more of my 2-drop creatures, like one more apparition, just because all of these other ones are so good. How good is Rhino in this deck? He's typically the best with auras. How many... I don't have any mana sinks really, do I? I've got the Trustani populate mana sink, but beyond that, not so much. I don't feel comfortable playing 16 lands with this deck. There's just too many good spells that I want to be able to play. Yes, I can see myself like drawing all lands and losing, but there's just too many good spells in here. I don't think I want the Rhino. I don't think he's necessary. If I was Golgari or I had more than just like a decoy for scavenging, I guess I do have the Drudge Beetle too. It's still like not enough. I feel like I really like Rubbleback Rhino, and he is good with like Knightly Valor, and he's good with my cats are freaking out. He is good with Drudge Beetle, and he's good with not Rootborn Fin, Drudge Beetle and the decoy, and the Valor, but I don't know. I don't feel like I need him. I feel like he is unnecessary in this deck. Like, I can just get so far on the back of like 2 creatures plus Common Bond. That's like a blowout a lot of the time. Alright, let's pop by color at this insanely fun looking deck. Definitely want more white than green. 10-7? 10-7, 10-7. I want to play green stuff early though. I think I'm going to go 9-8. Yeah, I think I'm going 9-8. Alright, this deck, am I missing anything? I don't think so. This deck looks super fun. This deck looks very, very fun. Alright, wish me luck. I'll see you round 1. I hopefully don't even need luck with a deck like this. This deck practically built itself. I was given so many good cards. Alright, I'll see you round 1.